Bitcoin is currently breaking out of this beautiful downtrend. Can we see more bullish price action for Bitcoin this week? Today I will have a look at Bitcoin on multiple timeframes and I will discuss multiple scenarios with you. I will also discuss Ethereum and XRP with you. There's a lot to talk about, so slap up that like button and let's dive right into the charts. Yesterday in my video I talked about this huge downward sloping resistance line for Bitcoin. We are now seeing a beautiful break for Bitcoin to the top side and we are breaking this downtrend. We could expect a retest of this previous resistance and to turn it into support, and from here I want to enter the market in a long, so then we can aim for higher prices to the top side. But I expect that we're going to see a retest of this previous resistance and turn it into support, and that would be very healthy price action. But for now we can see we broke the downtrend to the top side, and that is a beautiful thing to see. So this could be the start of the trend reversal for Bitcoin we all have been waiting for. But however, we also have a CME gap on the downside. And we can see the CME gap opened here at $60,400. So keep in mind that this CME gap is still open and we are trading above it now. So we could also see that Bitcoin is coming back down to this CME gap and close it eventually. But it could also be that we're going to see more upside from here and never close this CME gap. Yeah, so keep in mind that this level is still open, and Bitcoin always tends to close its CME gap in the week after trading of the CME gap. So we could see a bounce back to this $60,400 level. And last week I've been talking about this huge bullish divergence on the daily time frame a lot of times. We can see Bitcoin created a higher low on the chart, and also on the RSI chart we saw a lower low. So this was indicating that we're seeing a hidden bullish divergence, and currently it's playing out beautifully because we can see the selling pressure is cooling off and we can see more buying pressure coming into the market, and that is having a bullish effect on the Bitcoin price. So yeah, this is perfectly playing out for now. And if we have a look at the Bitcoin monthly returns, we can see June closed its monthly candle with -7% almost. So that is a little bit of a decrease for Bitcoin. And we're now already in the +1% for July. And we can see July is overall a very bullish month actually. And this is looking very good, and let me know what you think about the month of July, and if we're going to see maybe double digits in the plus. And I expect a lot of July because in the past we can see a lot of bullish months for July. So let's see what's going to happen for Bitcoin in this month. Yesterday in my video I also talked about this daily time frame. We can see a huge support area on the downside, and we can also see a huge resistance level on the top side. And we currently can see a big bounce from this support level, so that is a very bullish move for Bitcoin. And of course we want to see a revisit of this topside resistance for Bitcoin again, and maybe force a break to the top side, and then we can aim for new highs for Bitcoin. But for now there are a lot of levels to break for Bitcoin, and on the daily time frame these are my resistance and support levels for Bitcoin. So this level has been a very big resistance level, and also a support level in the past, and it is around the $64,000. So if Bitcoin can come back here, then we can maybe see an interaction, and of course we want to see a break to the top side, retest it as support again, and then come further back up, and then we can confirm a trend reversal to the top side. But we can also see a rejection from this point and maybe come further back down and retest this previous support again. We want to see the new uptrend happening for Bitcoin and maybe see something like this, and this would be a very healthy uptrend after this huge downtrend on the daily time frame. And after the pump we can see the Bitcoin fear and greed index is already back in neutral areas. Last week we had a day that this index was around the levels of 30, and now we're back at neutral, so we're back at 53, and this is very healthy because we're at stages of neutral, and we're still at around the $63,000, so that is insane. We've never been at above the $60,000 and been in a neutral area. So this is having a very bullish effect on the markets if you ask me. And we can maybe see new levels of greed in the coming months, and that would also have a very bullish effect on the Bitcoin price. Another chart of Bitcoin on the daily time frame, we can see this downward sloping resistance line on the top side, and this is the last big resistance Bitcoin has to break before we can reach new all-time highs. And we currently can see a huge bounce from this lower side support area. And we want to see a revisit of this resistance area and eventually force a break to the top side, retest it as support, and from there we can come further back up. And this would be very healthy price action. And if Bitcoin manages to come back to this huge resistance area, then we can maybe see somewhat of an inverse head and shoulders happening. And that will look a little bit like this. So yeah, we can maybe see a revisit of this resistance area, and then we can close the right shoulder because we can see the left shoulder ahead, and now we are maybe unfolding the right shoulder for Bitcoin. So if we want to become a little bit more bullish for Bitcoin in the coming weeks, then we need to see a revisit of this area, and then force a break to the top side, and then we can create new all-time highs, and that would be very, very bullish in the coming weeks. The first altcoin I want to have a look at is Ethereum. First we saw Ethereum breaking out of this huge consolidation pattern to the downside, and yeah, we broke bullish after the Ethereum news, and yeah, again we saw a huge downtrend for Ethereum. We came back at this huge support level on the downside, and we bounced from it, as we can see. And yeah, I was talking about this last week, and that I placed a limit buy order at this place, and I'm already up for more than 6%, yeah, almost 7%. So that is was an insane trade, and congratulations if you took this trade with me. Ethereum is going to aim for this topside resistance again, and from there we maybe see some interaction of this price level. We could either see a break to the top side, or we could either see a rejection from this point. So keep in mind that these are the two scenarios for Ethereum in the short term. And on the 4-hour time frame, we can also see that Ethereum broke this beautiful downtrend. We can see multiple touch points in the past as resistance, and now we are breaking above this beautifully. For now, we can maybe see a revisit of this previous trendline resistance and turn it into support, and from there we can aim for higher prices. So this would be a very healthy price action because we are breaking the downtrend, we're revisiting the previous resistance as support, and then come further back up. But buying at these lower support levels is always a very good thing to do, and if you want to make some profit, you always have to take profits on the way up, and maybe you can sell a little bit of your portion back up here at this resistance area. So as I'm always saying, you have to buy at support and sell at resistance. And eventually we're all here to make money, and that is the way to make money in crypto. Another altcoin I have been discussing lately is XRP. We can see XRP was in this consolidation on a daily time frame with a lot of touch points on the downside and on the top side. And 2 weeks ago we broke down, we retested this previous support as resistance, and then we can come further back down. So this was a bearish break, and we saw a lot of bearish price action for XRP unfolding. So yeah, this is on the daily time frame, and if we have a look at the weekly time frame, we can still see that XRP is in this huge consolidation phase on the weekly time frame. We can see a lot of touch points on the top side as resistance and also on the downside as support. And currently we are back at this last support area, and XRP needs to see a little bit more strength from here, and we eventually want to see a bounce to the top side resistance again, maybe force a break to the top side and retest the previous resistance as support, and from here we can enter the market in the long and then aim for higher prices, and this would be having a very bullish effect for XRP. But for now we have to be a little bit patient, and maybe in the coming weeks, months, we are going to see more consolidation for XRP happening, but eventually this price is getting squeezed into this huge apex for XRP, and we are going to either see a break to the top side, or we are going to see a bearish break to the downside. So yeah, everything could happen, and let me know in the comments what you think about XRP and if you're still holding XRP. So this was it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss a video in the future. You can also follow me on Twitter where I post my daily content about crypto. I hope you find this video useful, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.